something missing. Just a moment. And welcome in, I'm Marcel, and I'm not alone here, but we're joined by Shawn. Shawn is here for energy, entertainment, and motivation. I'm here for the support, the answering of the questions, and the instructions, of course. And we're also joined by Wushli today. So she's lying over here. How are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, she's doing great. She's happy to be here. Happy to be here. Happy to get some pets. Some pets in. No. Good. So what are we going to do? Just quickly setting up the meditation screen. And then we're starting to meditate for 25 minutes and then 5 minutes of Shavasana. If you like to join in, feel free to. This will be unguided meditation. So I won't say anything there, but you can answer, ask questions at times, and I will reply to them, either here live or also to you in the chat directly if you're not here anymore. So feel free to ask questions, and let's go. In just about the moment. I hope. I hope that the microphone works right now. I'm sorry. It's crackling and crackling again. And I don't know what to do against it. So I hope it works right now. I don't understand it. Now it works, but it crackles. It kind of like when I move it too fast or when I move it a little, then it crackles. Let me test something. Yeah, it might be mechanical. Might be a mechanical issue there. That if I move it next to the head, the microphone head, then it kind of like creates a signal or something. I'm not really sure. So I'm sorry for the crackling right now. I can't fix it, but I try my best to not do it. Okay. So please come to a sit if you like to join in. We're going for 25 minutes of meditation and 5 minutes of Shavasana. If you like to join in, just focus on the inhale and the exhale. Come to a great sit. It feels good to you. It feels good to you. And from there, so maybe cross-legged, right? And from there, start to connect with your inhale and your exhale. And every time you lose this connection of your inhale and your exhale, make sure to effortlessly and non-judgmental come back to the inhale and the exhale. Every time your sitting posture becomes uncomfortable for you, feel free to change your sitting posture. Feel free to change your sitting posture to optimize your sitting posture so it feels comfortable again. And with that said, we are going for 25 minutes and then 5 minutes of Shavasana. And see you in 30 minutes. See you in 30 minutes. Slowly coming to lie on your back, releasing your breath completely and extending your legs. Extending your arms by your sides. And just be releasing your connection with the breath. Bring your arms by your sides, palms are pointing up towards the sky. Your feet are facing away from each other, and just be. And slowly, sorry for the microphone, slowly start to move your toes, your fingers, extend your arms, feel how it feels, come back into your body. Oh, great, great job. Slowly coming up, and take your time. As I'm setting up for the yoga lesson, if you'd like to join in for the yoga lesson, we're going for 45 minutes. Again, my name is Marcel, welcome in. And if you have any questions, ideas, or suggestions, let me know here in the chat directly. And we are going for the yoga lesson right now. Woo! Hope you're excited. We will have an intention practice today. So let me put this stuff away. Hi, Pumpkin! So good to have you today. How are you doing? How are you doing? How is your day going? Excited. And I'm not alone. Shawn is here for the support, for the instructions. And again, my microphone is a little bit crackling. So again, I'm sorry. I figured that out. I think it's a mechanical issue. So sorry about that. If it kind of stops working throughout the lesson, maybe look at me a little bit more and see what I'm doing. Okay. I'm good, thanks. How are you? I'm really doing good. Good morning. So Pumpkin, today, if you like to join in, we're doing an intention practice. What this means is we're kind of connecting with what we want to get out of this yoga lesson. Just out of this yoga lesson, not out of the day, but out of this yoga lesson. And if you like to join in, come to a great sit that feels good to you. Maybe up in a chair right now, it's completely fine. And we're just connecting with kind of like raid time. Wow, yay! Thank you for the raid, Whittle 50 million. Appreciate it. And I forgot. Brizzle, thank you for the raid. Raid time, beer time. Welcome in, you guys. You're awesome. And yes, when I'm here, I follow along, unlike one time I was playing a game. Brizzo, wait, Whittle, thank you for coming in. What have you been doing? Quick shout out to you. As we're just starting off with the yoga lesson, Whittle 50 million. Well, how was your stream? You play Twitch Sings, awesome. That's great. Great. I also did some Twitch Sings. Sing with me. Next time you're doing Twitch Sings, sing with me. And I quickly forgot something. I need to put on some sounds. Some sound. And then we're starting off with some yoga. And let's go. Let's put on some sounds here. Is it working? Should be working, okay. It's not too loud. Thank you for being here, you guys. Appreciate the raid. Awesome, super great. We could go for some yoga right now. This is perfect. Okay, thank you for the feedback. Again, my microphone is a little bit crackling. Sorry for that. If it happens, just look more at what I'm doing, like physically, and follow along. However, yeah, it's just, I figure it out as soon as I can. Thank you for being here. That's so amazing. So we are going for 45 minutes of yoga, and today we're doing an intention practice. And what this means, we're just rooting down right now in a sitting posture. Again, if you're sitting on the floor, make sure you sit up on either some books or a sitting pillow. And if you're sitting in a chair, just
Root your feet down, feel your feet connected to the floor. And sit up tall from your perineum. This is between your anus and your genitals. You want to get long to the top of the head. So breathing in deep. And again, dear raiders, I'm Marcel and I'm here for the yoga instructions, and I'm not alone here, but I'm joined by Shawn. Shawn is here for entertainment, energy, and motivation. Hi guys, what up? What's up? How is it going? How's your day going? Good. Good enough, Shawn? And again, get long, breathing in from your perineum to the top of the head. I'm going to get one of these cushions soon. Yeah, pumpkin, they're super nice. Super nice. My mother gave this cushion to me as a Christmas gift. And super nice. Breathing out. Breathing in again. Get long from your perineum to your top of the head. Release your arms wherever they feel comfortable to you. Great. And we're coming into our body today, and I'll invite you to find an intention for this yoga lesson today. So a yoga lesson is not just purely physical, but we are also asking for something. For example, for me, I could find an intention of being, I want to do my best for you in this yoga lesson. I want to teach the best yoga lesson I can. But for you, it can be something like, I want to explore more of my arms. I want to explore I want to get more flexible in my legs, or I want to find more mobility throughout my body. I want to get stronger in a certain kind of area in your body. And just as something comes up, know that it's the right thing. Or I want to explore, connect with a certain kind of area in your body. And as something comes up in your mind, know that it's the right thing. Know that it's the right thing for you. I'll give you 1 more minute here, just in silence. 1 minute. So sit up tall and think about an intention for this yoga lesson. Good. And if you found an intention, release that intention, open up your eyes, bring your arms by your sides, and bring your arms up by your sides. Bring your arms up, palms are pointing forward, breathing in as you lift your arms up. And then breathing out as you release your arms down. And now, the first time, breathing in deep, connecting with your intention. We're getting long together with your intention, whatever you just thought about. Long. Feel the energy and release. Good job. Breathing out. And breathing in last time. Bring your arms long, get long from your sitting bones to the top of the fingers. And release down again. Great job. Bring your hands to your thighs and move your hands forward and backward. So we want to reconnect again and again throughout this lesson with our intention. And I'll give you the cues, but you can do it also on your own if you like to do that. Moving your arms, your hands forward and backward on your thighs. Good. And just connecting with what is on your palms, what is on your thighs, what kind of feelings are there. So Pumpkin says, I played Overwatch with Yoga Hana's sister tonight. I got good at a new character. Ah, that's awesome. That's super great. Awesome. I love that you connect with all these wonderful people here. And Whittle, by the way, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the raid again. Thank you so much everybody for the follows. I sometimes miss them, especially if I don't put the sound on. Because if the sound would be on, then there would be "Welcome to your doom." I would kind of like hear that, and then it's kind of easy to respond to it. And move your hands forward and backward on your thighs. Good. And from here, bring your shoulders forward, then upward, backward and down. And again, with the hands moving forward, bring the shoulders forward, then upward, backward and down. And again, forward, upward, backward and down. How does that feel? How do your shoulders feel today? Great. The Raider has a super cute blue bear emote. That's amazing. Yeah, I didn't really see it, to be honest. Unfortunate. To check it out again. Ah, that's cool. That's cool. Thank you for posting it again. And one more time, bring your shoulders forward, upward, backward, really focusing on the backward movement and then releasing down. Great job. Bring your hands in front of the heart together, interlace the fingers. So we want to interlace the fingers softly. No need to grab on, but softly. And then move your wrists, circle your wrists. And you want to kind of think about interlacing the fingers in a real soft manner. So think about people giving you a handshake with like a fish hand, you know? You know, that fish hand, like not engaged at all. So it's kind of like just giving a hand like this. The other is grabbing on and it's like, do you know what I mean? So think about that maybe. So interlacing, just bring the fingers together and circling in one direction. And then maybe trying to circle in the other direction. Great job. Release, shake your wrists out, your elbows, your shoulders. Yeah, fish hand, like completely not engaged hand. So somebody's giving you your hand and you're giving them their hand, and then it's kind of like, well, that's nothing to grab on. It's kind of, you need to try it out, Pumpkin. It's funny. It's very funny. So from here, bring your right hand to the right, and we're currently leaning. So we're leaning to the right, making your left side long.
Rise from your grave.
And then leaning to the left. Hey, thank you so much for the subscription. Launched an emote fireworks in the channel. How does that work? I never seen that. Hey Whittle, thank you so much for the subscription. I really, really, really appreciate that. And big shout out to you. Big shout out to you. Leaning to the left. And then leaning to the right again. I'll go ahead and sing with you if I find time for that. We are going to have a longer stream in the afternoon, so I try to do that. And I'll come back to your subscription in just a little moment. So leaning to the left. You're amazing, man. Thank you for the support. And leaning to the right. Good. And from here, let's stand up. Let's stand up slowly, transitioning slowly. In yoga, we want to transition mindfully. And we slowly stand up. Coming to a stand. And thank you so much, Weil, for this wonderful subscription. What we're doing here is one of my favorite things. I kind of like coined that myself, is hugging the whole world. And what we're doing first, bring the hands in front of the heart together. This is for you, Whittle. I just call you Whittle at the moment. I hope that's all right. So bring your hands, Pilates Mama, this is my favorite exercise routine. You're joining in right now and we're at the right point in time, so you might want to join in just for this little exercise if you find time. So warming up your hands in front of your heart. Standing up tall already. Bring your hands in front of your eyes together as they are warm and feel the warmth emitting from your hands. Close your eyes. So bring your hands really close to your face. Feel the warmth of the hands. And then as soon as you feel ready, release the hands down to the face. And from there, connect the fingers with the face. And imagining rain would fall down on your face, drawing the fingers slowly down, refreshing your body as rain would fall down on your skin. Bring your arms up by your sides and opening your eyes again. And we are going to do something that is called hugging the whole world. And this one is for you, Whittle. Thank you so much for the subscription. They're amazing. Get long from your feet to the top of the head, breathing in. Next thing we're doing, get long from your shoulders to the fingers, breathing in. To the belly, into the chest. Next thing, extend the fingers away from each other, breathing in. To the belly, into the chest, breathing in. Good job. And breathing out, releasing this. And one more time, breathing in. Get long from your feet to the top of the head. Get long from your shoulders out to the fingers. And extend the fingers away from each other. And now as you're breathing out, hugging the whole world, or giving yourself a big hug and giving yourself a big hug. Good. Smiling. Give yourself a big hug. You can close your eyes. Check in with how that feels. You are taking care of yourself. Release this hug and hug the other way around. So other hand on top. Hug around. Great. I hope you can hear me. My microphone is sometimes crackling. Close your eyes. And smile. Doing amazing. And release. Good job. And how did that feel? Shake your legs, shake your arms. And Pilates Mama is here. So let me give... there's already. Thank you, Pumpkin, for doing that. Thank you, Pumpkin. And sound is good? Yeah, it changes from time to time. Thank you for telling me. Go ahead and follow Pilates Mama. She's great. She's doing Pilates. So if you like to explore a little bit there, feel free to do that. Shake your legs, shake your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders. Come a little bit more into your body. Wow, I feel really honored. Thank you so much for the subscription. Woo. And from here, we are going further with our intention practice right now. So let's come into Tadasana. Tadasana is called mountain pose, and it looks like we're not doing a lot, but we are actually doing a lot. So together with our intention, we are working through that pose, or at least in the end, we bring the intention to mind. So this is quite hard, so please bear with me. Bear with me. So come to a good stand. Your feet are below your hips, and it's hard because there are a lot of instructions to follow. So your feet are pushing away from each other. Your feet are pushing away from each other. First thing that we want to do. Then we draw the shin bones kind of like together. The knees are engaged. The kneecaps are engaged in and up. Your thighs are going inward and back. So if you're putting your hands here, you're turning your thighs inward and back. So that the thumb is going to the back. See here? And the thumb is going to the back. Additionally, you want to keep your knees engaged. Your shin bones are going together and your feet are pushing apart. Like, good. Keeping all that. Draw the belly in and up, belly button in and up. Bring your chest a little bit in, your shoulders to the back. Great job. And keeping all these, bring your chin a little bit back and bring your arms up into the sky. This is mountain pose. How does that feel for you? Reconnecting with all these kind of movements, it's quite hard. And if you're doing it right, it should be a shaky feeling. So you should feel your body working here. And release. Whew, great job. Release again. And we go one more time together with your intention. We're just going one more time through it. Afterwards, we're going to take it a little bit easier with the instructions, so don't worry about it. Good. One more time. Your feet are pushing apart. Your shin bones are pulling together. Your knees are engaged. Kneecaps engaged. Your thighs are turning inward and back. Super hard. Especially if you have never done that. Don't worry too much about it. Thighs inward and back engaged. Keep your knees engaged. Your feet engaged. Draw the belly button in and up. Your chest a little bit in. Your shoulders to the back. Yeah, chin a little bit to the back and bring your arms up. Great. And together with your intention, breathe in into your belly a little bit, into your chest. Get longer. And release. Great job. Shake your feet out. Shake your arms out. You're doing amazing. You are amazing. Good. Marcel, I have Fall Guys now, so if you want to play together sometime, I can. Yeah, Pumpkin. We can play together this evening if you like. We can play together this evening if you like. Come to the front of the mat. And we are going to do some sun salutation to get a little bit more of the body started right now. So sun salutation is kind of like the go-to movement in yoga that probably everybody knows. And it just stretches the body through, and it just has so much juicy movements in there that we really can use to our advantage. So let's just do it. So bring your arms up, get long, breathing in deep. Breathing out, folding forward, bending the knees, hinging at the hips. We're coming forward and down. Place your arms down and step back with your right leg, with your left leg. And as we're coming the first time into more like a downward facing dog shape, we're not completely going there, but so downward facing, let me explain first. Downward facing dog is hips up into the sky, but we're not completely going there. We bring the shoulders a little bit forward. So we're in between plank pose and downward facing dog. And from here, just walk your heels up and down. Connect with your body. Have your mounts of the fingers. This is really important. They are pushing into the floor. Mounts of the fingers are pushing into the floor. I know it's a lot, especially as beginner, it's a lot, I'm sorry. But everybody needs to go through that. Everybody needs to go through that, and just enjoy as soon as you are in this movement, enjoy. And then push your hips a little bit more to the back, bend your knees more. Breathing in deep. And come forward and down. Bring your elbows close to your body as you go down. So breathing out, coming down 90 degrees with your elbows. You can have your knees down and then release your hips down. Release your body down. Push your feet into the floor, your knees into the floor, and think forward and up as you lift yourself forward and up. And just go soft. There's no need to push yourself up to the sky. Your head is in line with the spine here. Push your feet and your knees into the floor. By the way, Pilates Mama and me, we are maybe doing a podcast together. I would be really, really excited to do a podcast together with her about Pilates. Maybe a little bit about what are the differences to yoga and the difference to whatever other kind of sports. And release down again. And then shift yourself back through the knees if you like, or directly up into downward facing dog. Again, we want to have the mounts of the fingers connected to the floor. Here at the index finger, you don't want to have any air between. So not like lifted like this, but down on the floor. Good job. Shift your hips up into the sky. Great. Breathe in deep, look forward between your wrists. And walk slowly forward till you're to the front. Bend your knees, hands to your hips, elbows pointing. Stand up with a straight back. Bring your arms up to the sky. Breathing in deep. And fold forward, breathing out. We're going a little bit faster right now. Breathing in, lifting halfway. I think I forgot this the first time through, right? Lifting halfway, check with your lower spine here, that your lower spine is not rounding. This means that your vertebrae are not sticking out, and you can bring your hand in the middle of your spine and you can feel the vertebrae sticking out or not sticking out. If they're not sticking out, then maybe go a little bit deeper. As soon as they are sticking out, go up a little bit again. Great job. Have your hips over the heels as good as you can. And then breathing out, releasing down, placing your hands, your mounts of the fingers, and stepping back, downward facing dog. Hips into the sky, breathing in deep. Your mounts of the fingers are connected. Make sure that that's the case. And come forward and down, elbows close to your body. Come 90 degrees down, release your hips down, release your whole body down. Push your feet into the ground, knees into the ground, draw the belly in and up, and think forward and up as you maybe go a little bit deeper. The second time, your elbows are pointing to the back of the feet. Your feet are connected to the floor, your knees are connected to the floor, even your toes are pushing into the floor. And then push yourself back, downward facing dog. Breathing in deep, looking between the wrists and walking up again. I come to the chat messages in just a little moment. Bend your knees, bring hands up to your hips, elbows pointing, and standing up with a straight back. Bring your arms up into the sky. Yeah, and bring the hands in front of the heart together. How did that feel? Take a little breather, come back into the middle. We're going 1-2 more times afterwards, but right now start to jump, come into a good position, so feet below your hips, and start to jump out of the knees, jumping out of the knees, releasing the shoulders, releasing the neck. Good, and continue like this, jumping. Hi, I'm new. Hi, Mimimski. How are you doing? Thank you for telling that I'm an amazing yoga instructor. I appreciate that, Pilates. Welcome in, Mimimski. And we're doing here yoga every day. So if you like to join in, I'm Marcel, and this is Shawn. And together we're teaching every day. Shawn is here for entertainment, energy, and motivation. I'm here for the instructions, the questions, or the answers. And from here we're just doing a very underrated exercise, which is just jumping. So when do you do that during the day? Probably never. Because, yeah, You're just not doing that. And it's just very underrated because this activates your whole body. So just jumping out of the knees, releasing the shoulders, releasing the neck. Together with your intention that we found today at the beginning of the yoga lesson, do this movement. Release the shoulders, release the neck. And of course, if there's some pain in your body, listen to that pain and just come out of it. Just come out of this. And this is for every posture. Again, if there's some pain in any kind of posture, any kind of movement that we're doing, listen to your body and come out of it. And if you want to intensify, you can jump out of the heels and reconnect the heels with the floor, or you can even leave the floor and reconnect with the toes and the heels. Again, we want to release the shoulders, we want to release the neck a lot. Great. So your head is jumping with this motion, your neck, your shoulder is jumping with this motion. Great job, you guys, great job. And then release, come back, open your eyes again if you have them closed. Shake your legs, shake your arms, and we're going to do it one more time, 2 or 3 times sun salutation, and then we go a little bit further. Maybe some really easy postures. So sun salutation again is for Mimsky, that is just joined. It's really like one of the basis things that we're doing, basic things that we're doing in yoga. So, and it kind of is similar each time. Of course, the yoga instructor can optimize it or change it a little bit from time to time, but it's kind of going the same way. So breathing in deep, you can lean a little bit back, giving yourself a back bend, engage your belly a little bit, and breathing out, forward fold, bend your knees, hinge at the hips. Good. Lifting yourself halfway. Check with your lower spine that it's not rounding, so no vertebrae are sticking out. Get long from your hips to your head, and then release down again. Bring your hands down, push into the mount of the fingers, claw the fingers a little bit. So again, mounts of the fingers here. You don't want to have any air between the index finger mount here. Index finger mount connected to the floor. Stepping back, downward facing dog. Push your hips up into the sky. And Mimimsky, if it's overwhelming to you, we have done that before in this lesson and I explained a little bit more. So you might want to join another lesson, and especially if you're a beginner. Good. And from here, breathing in deep. Come forward and release yourself down. Elbows close to your body, 90 degrees with your hands. If that's too much for you, you can do it on your knees and release your hips down. Push your feet into the ground, so flat feet. Push your knees into the ground and think forward and up as you're lifting yourself forward and up. If you're doing it the first time, you can do it down here. It's completely fine. Your head is in line with the spine. Always in line with the spine. Not looking up like this, but in line with the spine. Shifting yourself back, downward facing dog. Breathing in deep. Looking between your wrists and start to walk forward. As soon as you're forward and the front, bring your hands to your hips, elbows pointing upward for straight back. Your arms up. Breathing in deep together with your intention. We're going through the sun salutation right now. Leaning a little bit back. Slight back bend, draw your belly button in. Engage in your belly. And forward fold. Breathing out. Breathing in. Lifting halfway. Breathing out. Placing the floor. Shifting yourself back, hips up into the sky. Breathing in. Breathing out, come forward and down, elbows next to your body, 90 degrees. Release your hips down, release your body down. Push into the floor with your feet. Lift yourself forward and up. Shifting yourself back, downward facing dog. Breathing in deep. Looking between your wrists, start to walk forward. Great job. Bend your hips. Not hinge at the hips. Bend your knees, bring your hands to the hips. Elbows pointing up. And lift with a straight back. Bring your arms up into the sky. Last time. Breathing in. Slight back bend. Forward fold. Breathing out. Breathing in, lifting halfway. Breathing out. Fall forward. Place your hands down. Push into the mounts of the fingers. Stepping back. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees if you need. Come forward and down. Breathing out. Elbows close to your body. Release your hips down. Feet connected to the floor, knees connected to the floor, and lift yourself forward and up. Your head is in line with the spine. Your shoulder blades are onto the back together. Great job. And shift yourself back, downward facing dog. Take your time going there. You can go over the knees. You can go from here to your knees, then come up. Good. Breathing in deep. Look in between your wrists and start to walk or jump forward. And from here, let's stay a little bit in forward fold right now. What we want to do is you want to straighten the knees. We want to shift the hips over the heels as good as you can, especially if you're not as flexible. This will be quite hard. So you can also bend your knees and bring your hips over the heels as good as you can. And honor where you are. Release your body down, release your neck down, and nod your head a little bit. Nodding your head a little bit. I hope the microphone is alright. I have some microphone troubles, unfortunately. Nodding your head. Great. Releasing the neck, the head. Bring your arms behind your back together. Interlace the fingers and draw a wave with your arms. Great. Have your hips over the heels as good as you can. And release the arms. So no more pulling away with your arms, but let gravity do its thing. Nod your head a little. Have your hips over the heels as good as you can. This is hard because a lot of the weight will be over the toes. Great. And then bring your hands back to your hips. Bend your knees a lot. Straight, tall back. Bring your arms up into the sky. Breathe in deep. Together with your intention, get long. Great, smile. Release. Awesome job, you guys. Not bad today, the audio, no problems for a while. Audio good since I got here. That's good. Thank you for the feedback. And we're going for 10 more minutes, then we're finished. Again, a big shout out to Pilates Mama and also to Pumpkin. They're great streamers. Go and check them out, hang out with them. They are awesome, especially to do some. Go check them out. Pumpkin loves Fall Guys, I think, but also Twitch sings. He's a famous Twitch singer here on Twitch. Not really famous, but he's famous amongst us yogis. I love you. You're awesome. Yeah. So with this little break that we just did, let's come and do a little bit more stretching. Yeah, I wanted to do a little Sphinx pose. So just something really easy, but something that is really of value. So let's come to a... Take your time moving there. Move mindfully. This is half of yoga. Moving mindfully is half of yoga. Coming to your belly. Good. And from here, bring your elbows below your shoulders. So bring your elbows forward. And your shoulders are above your elbows. Good. Bring your hands forward, so your fingers are pointing forward. And from here, we just want to look forward like a sphinx, And we want to breathe in here a little bit into your belly, into your chest. And see how that feels in your lower back. We are creating the natural rounding in our lower back here. The natural rounding or the natural arc, however you want to call it, in the lower back. And that's really good for your lower back. Great. And we're just breathing in here deep, together with your intention that we found together at the beginning of the yoga class. Breathing deep into the belly, into the chest. Now begins a little bit the slower part of the yoga class. Head is in line with the spine. So not looking up like this, not looking down like this, but in line with the spine. Good. Great. 2 more breaths. Breathe in deep. Breathing out. There's so much more that I would love to do, but it's just too much. Just too much for today. We're kind of like slowing it down right now. We're going a little bit slower. So releasing yourself down, make yourself a pillow with your hands, and just rest a little bit and feel how it feels in your lower back. You can shift your hips a little bit left and right if you want to. But with that said, just feel how it feels. Great. Doing amazing. You're doing amazing. Good. From here, shift yourself up. And bring your legs forward. Whatever kind of transition you want, like. Bring your legs forward. Come onto your back. Stand. Lying on your back. How does that feel? Great. Connecting with your body. Bring the right leg in. So having the left ankle rooted, your hips rooted to the floor, bring your right leg in, and you can either grab onto your top of the thigh or onto your thigh. So I mean top of the leg or onto your thigh, right? And draw in. Have your shoulders on the floor. Have your shoulders on the floor. Have your ankle rooted to the floor and your hips rooted to the floor. And then release. Other side. Take your time moving. Your right ankle rooted to the floor, your right. So your hips rooted to the floor again. And pull in. Your shoulders are rooted onto the floor. See the difference if you grab onto the top of your leg. What kind of difference does it make? And we're really taking care of our back right now here with these positions, with these movements. And release. And bringing both legs in at the same time, keeping your hips a little bit, but probably the hips lift. Just feel. But and release. Bring your knees up. Ankles close to your bum. Bring your elbows next to your body, push your elbows into the floor, fingers are pointing up. And from here we want to come into a bridge pose. So not completely bridge pose, but we're lifting the hips up, lifting the hips up, lifting the chest up and moving with your shoulders a little bit below your body. Now, there's something that you need to take care of here. Having your knees together. The knees want to fall apart, right? We want to have an intention in the knees that the knees are kept together. Good. From here, additionally, you can look over the head with your eyes kind of like looking over the head, breathing in deep into the belly, into the chest. Additionally, if you want to go further, you can bring your arms behind your back together and to interlace the fingers. Breathing in deep into the belly, into the chest. You're doing amazing. Keeping your knees together, don't forget about the knees, and then release slowly the arms and slowly, vertebra by vertebra, come down to the floor. This is the exercise. You want to go slowly down, vertebra by vertebra down. Great job. Until you're really down with your bum. Great. Very good job. Extend your legs. Bring the right leg up, and this time we straighten the leg and grab onto your thigh. So below the knee, grabbing on wherever you can reach, honor where you are today. And from here, pull in a little bit and bring your toes up, then toes down, then foot down. Toes up, foot up, toes down, foot down. Toes up, foot up. Feel how that feels. And don't push yourself too much if you're doing this the first time. Get comfortable with this movement as we're doing this a little bit more here in these lessons. Good. Down. Toes down, foot down. Toes up, foot up. Good. And then let your foot be wherever it is, breathing in deep. Extend out from your knee and breathing out. Pull in a little bit more. Great job. Have your hips rooted to the floor, your ankle rooted to the floor. Good job. And from there, engage your leg, release your arms, and slowly release your leg down. Great job. Other leg up. Whoop. Grab onto your thigh. Same thing here. Root your right ankle down right now, or the ankle that is on the floor, root it down, and then toes up, toes down, foot down. Toes up, foot up. Toes down, foot down. Toes up, foot up. These are two movements again. Toes down is one movement, foot down is one movement, then toes up is one movement, and foot up is one movement. See how that feels. Have your shoulders on the floor as good as you can. Engage your knee and release this movement, breathing in deep. And as you're breathing out, pull in a little bit more with your muscles, maybe with your arms. And if you hear my cat, she's meowing for food and attention. Don't worry about her. She's 20 years old and she doesn't hear. She's kind of deaf, right? She doesn't hear herself anymore and hear anything around her, unfortunately. Then slowly release. Have your muscles engaged here and release your leg down. Hi, Cuddly Cactus. So good to have you here as well. Thank you for coming in. And last little exercise before coming to Shavasana. Bring your legs up, grab on between your legs through, and grab on to either the outer edges of the feet or with the index finger and the middle finger on your toes. Good, and extend your right leg and your left leg. Being in this happy baby position, leaning to the left and to the right. And I like to grab on with the index finger and the middle finger to my big toe because this is just easier for me as grabbing onto the outer edges of the feet. because that's quite much harder for me, and I can't stretch as good as I would go with the index finger and the middle finger to the big toe. Of a little massage here. Roll to the right, roll to the left. And then, as soon as you feel ready for Shavasana, extend your legs. Extend your legs. Feet are facing away from each other. Arms are lying by your sides, far apart, and palms are pointing up towards the sky. Close your eyes and just be. Just be right here, right now. Just be. Just be. I will get you back out of this position in just about 1-2 minutes. Just be. Deepening your breath. Start to move your fingers. Start to move your toes. Coming back to your body and drawing the knees in towards your belly. Shifting yourself to either the left or the right side, coming to lie down on your side body. Make sure this position feels comfortable for yourself, so releasing all the tension there is. Good. Check in with the shoulders, the neck, the tongue, softening the skin of the face. Good. Releasing the shoulders a lot. Check in with your arms, the elbows, the wrists, the fingers, the chest, the belly, the hips, the legs, the knees, the ankles, the heels, the toes. Release all the tension throughout your body. And breathe in deep together with your intention. Give yourself the permission to breathe deep into the belly first, and then into the chest. And breathing out. And one more time together with your intention. Breathe in deep to the belly, into the chest. And breathing out, releasing. Great job. With your next breath in, lift yourself up into a final sitting pose. As Soon as you're there, bring the hands in front of the heart together. Have your eyes still closed. Honoring your yoga practice today. Honoring the intention that you found for yourself at the beginning of the yoga lesson. And with that said, Namaste. The emptiness inside of me recognizes the emptiness inside of you. Release the hands, opening your eyes. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for having. Thank you for being here. Again, off to bed now. Thank you for the awesome class and podcast. Namaste, everyone. Bye, Pilates Mama. Let me give a quick shout out to Pilates Mama. If you like to do some Pilates and you've never heard of it, go to her class. She's on teaching here on Twitch. And thank you for being here, everybody. My name is Marcel again, and I'm teaching here every day together with Shawn. Shawn is here for entertainment, energy, and motivation. Shawn, what do you say about that?
Yeah, you guys are awesome. You did it. You did it. Yeah. Good job. Clapping. Yeah.
Good. And we're teaching here every day on Twitch live. So if you like to join in, feel free. Join in again. And we're also doing some meditation beforehand, which is unguided. So if you need some inspiration about that, feel free to join in. All these streams here will be uploaded to YouTube. So if you like to check out my YouTube channel and maybe review something of these yoga lessons, feel free to do that. All these live streams will be up. Subscribe and hit the bell there. Again, if you have any questions, ideas, or suggestions, let me know here in the chat. You're awesome. Remember that. Thank you so much for practicing with me. And also head over to my Discord. I think I said that already. Again, I appreciate every follow here that you can give me. And what did I miss? Yeah, we're doing also podcasts. So I'm the creator, I'm the host of Health Skill Podcast. And we are interviewing a lot of Twitch people, a lot of friends of mine about health. And we are growing, we are leveling up our health skills. So if you're interested in that, feel free to check that out. I think I have a link within exclamation mark podcast. Yeah, there it is. So there will be a lot of more podcast episodes coming up very soon. But for now, there are just these two. If you're going into my What's, there's the podcast from yesterday with First Class Fitness, which was completely amazing. So if you were into that, feel free to check out the other podcasts, or if you missed that, go and check out the video on demand section and check that wonderful podcast out, or just wait for it as it will be online on all the major podcast platforms. So thank you so much for being here again, and we are going to rate somebody, and I hope you are excited. Hope you are excited. We had a wonderful stream here. And we're going to pay it now forward to somebody else, as we have been rated by Vidal. I appreciated that so much. Thank you so much again, Vidal. Big shout out to him. And we are going to rate somebody. Let's see who we can rate. And Cuddly Cactus, thank you for being here. Pumpkin Panda, thank you for being here. Pilates Mama. And Mimimski. Thank you for being here. Vidal, you have been here. Thank you so much. Everybody else that has been here, thank you so much. And we are going to rate. Who can we rate today? And Celsi is online. And you know, Celsi rated me yesterday, so we're definitely going to rate him. He's currently playing a game. And we are always rating with love. So please put your favorite emote in front of the rate message. And then write down rating with love. We're paying it forward You guys are awesome, amazing. I really love you guys. It's just such a great experience. Yeah, we are raiding Celsi. But Celsi is here in the chat. But Celsi just went offline? Who did you raid? I just have you. Guys, big shout out to Celsi. Let's cancel the raid to Celsi. Big shout out to Celsi. He's an awesome guy. We're going to head over to Otis Goddess then. Otis Goddess is one big friend of mine. She's doing amazing streams. She's a very chilled person. Go and talk to her, have a good time with her. But first of all, raid, send some love to her. And yeah, this was really amusing. Can somebody clip that, or should I clip it? You know, I just clipped that right now, so we have that in store, Salty. I'm going to post it to your Discord, definitely. And wait, why can't I raid Otis Goddess? What's happening? Otis, it's written with 2G. Sorry you guys, but we're already there. Good night, Cuddly Cactus. Thank you so much for being here. And again, we are raiding with love. Thank you for everybody that has been here. We're raiding in right now. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. My Saturday nights are, sorry, I make another countdown. Are narrative nights. So I play story games and voice time. Okay, 3. Sorry. Shawn is doing the clicking. And let's go. 3, 2, 1. Click, Shawn. Click. You can do it. Shawn, please. He can't click that good as I do. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Marcel, thank you so much for the rain.
So amazing.